All right, let's dive deep into the whole Miles Turner situation and why he's the most talked about center this upcoming offseason. When you look at the landscape of available big men, Turner clearly stands out as the best option, and honestly, he probably should have been a Laker a long time ago. No cap, no jokes. If that Buddy Hield for Miles Turner trade had actually happened, the Lakers' trajectory over the past seasons could have been completely different. I'm convinced that adding Turner back then would have significantly boosted their chances, maybe even pushing them all the way to the conference finals or beyond. Think about it. With Turner anchoring the defense, the Lakers would have been much better equipped to handle teams like Denver, who really exposed them in their series. Turner's ability to protect the rim and stretch the floor offensively with his shooting would have given LeBron and the team the perfect balance they needed, even if the Lakers still made other moves, like trading for Rui Hachimura or making a version of the Utah trade. They'd have had a solid core built around a legitimate defensive presence at center. That kind of lineup changes how you prepare and execute against elite competition, and Turner's presence alone would have helped mask some of the team's weaknesses. Now, fast forward to the present, and you have a situation where the Lakers potentially have a chance to bring him in again, this time as a free agent. Miles Turner is entering free agency, which means Indiana doesn't have the final say, even though their intention is to keep him. They want to maintain their roster depth. But if Turner's asking price is too high, rumors say he's in the 25 to 30 million per year range. Indiana might be forced to let him walk to keep their core intact. That's the reality teams face when balancing star talent and role players. Pacers could try to keep him, but at what cost? Losing valuable bench pieces might not be worth it if they're paying too much for one player. If Indiana wins a championship this season, my bet is that Turner probably sticks around. Winning titles tends to change players' minds about leaving. It builds loyalty, trust, and the belief that staying put might be the best path. But if they fall short and the team feels like they're close but need some roster tweaks, it's quite possible the Pacers will try to move on from Turner. They could look to keep their depth while bringing in serviceable big men who can fill in, especially since backup center has been a weak spot. Thomas Bryant, while he's had flashes, isn't quite the defensive anchor they need. His defense is a bit questionable, so finding a more reliable option or spreading the minutes among several players could be a smart move for Indiana. For the Lakers, the only realistic way to get Turner is through a sign and trade deal. They don't have the cap space to simply sign him outright, even if he takes a big pay cut. The Lakers' salary cap situation is tricky. They have very limited space, and even if LeBron James decided to take a huge discount or play for free, which honestly he might consider for the right pieces, the team would still be hard-pressed to make the numbers work without a trade. This means negotiations with Indiana would have to be creative and probably involve multiple players and contracts. The good thing for the Lakers is that Turner's free agency gives him control. If he's interested in joining Los Angeles, that opens the door for some clever multi-team deals or packages where the Pacers get players who fit their needs and the Lakers get the center they crave. A player like Rui Hachimura, for example, makes sense in that equation. He could be a piece Indiana wants, playing multiple forward spots, which helps maintain their flexibility. So it's not just about who the Lakers lose. It's about adding value for both teams while fitting Turner into that roster. That said, it's crucial to remember that Turner would have to want to come to the Lakers specifically. If he's open to 5 or 6 teams, the chances of LA landing him drop considerably, especially with other franchises likely showing interest. But if Turner's priority is to play with LeBron and Luka Doncic and join a team that can compete immediately for a championship, then the Lakers have a strong shot at making it happen. Now, there's one interesting angle regarding how well Turner actually fits alongside Luka Doncic. When the Lakers had Anthony Davis, Turner was a no-brainer. AD's presence alongside Turner made the defensive and rebounding questions less of an issue. Even though Turner isn't the most dominant rebounder, having Luka and LeBron on the floor means the team doesn't necessarily need a center who grabs 15 boards a night. Both Luka and LeBron are strong rebounders for their positions, often pulling down around 8 boards each per game, which helps cover for Turner's average rebounding numbers. Still, Turner isn't exactly the prototype dunker-style center that pairs best with Luka's style of play. Luka thrives in traffic, weaving through defenders, collapsing defenses, and then finding a big man for an easy dunk or alley-oop. Turner's game is different. He's more of a stretch big, capable of knocking down threes and mid-range shots, which opens up the floor but doesn't give you that traditional rolling center option Luka seems to favor as an outlet. For LeBron, Turner's skill set makes perfect sense. LeBron's game benefits from floor spacing. He likes to drive, attack the basket, and kick out to shooters when the defense collapses. History shows us that LeBron has thrived with big men, like Kevin Love or Chris Bosh, who can stretch the floor and allow him to operate freely in isolation or pick-and-roll situations. Turner is one of the best shot-blocking big men in the league and offers rim protection that instantly upgrades any defense. His ability to shoot from the perimeter at nearly 40% from beyond the arc makes him a unique weapon. He's not Anthony Davis, of course, but in terms of defensive impact and offensive versatility, he's probably the closest you can get to that level among available centers right now. He can put up around 20 points a game, knock down those mid-range shots, and anchor a defense, all while being just 29 years old. Adding Turner to the Lakers would give them a modern center who can space the floor, protect the rim, and contribute on offense in a way few others can. The Lakers have chased Turner's name for years, so it makes perfect sense that this story is heating up now, especially with Indiana potentially making a deep playoff run and inching closer to the NBA Finals. If the Pacers keep winning, Turner might stay put, but if they stumble, the Lakers could swoop in and make a big move. It's a complicated situation with a lot of moving parts. Salary cap, player preferences, team needs. But the possibility of Miles Turner joining the Lakers is one of the most intriguing stories heading into this offseason. The team needs that defensive presence and shooting from the center spot, and Turner fits that mold better than most. The way the Lakers manage this situation could very well define their chances of contending for another championship in the near future. Continuing with Miles Turner's profile and what he brings to the table, it's important to break down his recent performance and how that translates to the Lakers system. Turner is a nearly 7-foot-tall center with a wingspan that stretches over 7 feet 4 inches, giving him a major advantage defensively. His length allows him to alter shots and protect the rim with ease, which is something the Lakers desperately need, especially after struggling with interior defense over the past few seasons. He's versatile enough to guard multiple positions, which fits perfectly in today's NBA where big men have to switch onto guards and wings regularly. That kind of versatility isn't easy to find, especially in a player who can also space the floor the way Turner does. This past season, Turner appeared in 72 games, maintaining good health, which is crucial for any potential acquisition. He averaged just over 30 minutes per game, showing he can handle heavy workloads without a drop-off in effectiveness. Offensively, he took about 11 shots per game, shooting nearly 48% from the field overall, which is solid for a big man who stretches the floor. What stands out even more is his three-point shooting. He nailed nearly 40% on over 5 attempts per game. That kind of shooting at the center position is a game changer. It forces defenses to respect his range, pulling opposing big men away from the basket and opening driving lanes for guards and forwards alike. In a system with LeBron and Luka, who both excel at attacking close to the rim, having a center who can consistently hit from distance creates matchup nightmares. His efficiency on two-point attempts is also notable. Turner shot over 56% inside the arc, contributing to an effective field goal percentage near 58%. This balance between inside efficiency and perimeter shooting makes him a rare dual threat on offense. His free throw shooting is another asset. He's over 77% from the line, which is excellent for a big man. This means the Lakers could run plays for him down the stretch without fearing late-game foul troubles. Turner's rebounding is solid, averaging around 6.5 boards per game, which is respectable but not elite. However, considering he is paired with players like LeBron and Luka who grab plenty of rebounds themselves, this becomes less of a concern. It's more about his defensive presence and ability to block shots. He averages around 2 blocks per game, which not only prevents scoring but also intimidates opponents from driving into the paint recklessly. Turner's passing game is understated but important. Averaging about 1.5 assists per game, he's capable of making the right reads and finding cutters or shooters when defenses collapse. That kind of high basketball IQ and passing ability from a center can really boost the flow of an offense, especially when paired with playmakers like LeBron and Luka, who constantly pressure defenses to rotate. On the defensive side, his timing and positioning make him a reliable anchor, which is something the Lakers lacked when their defense was often stretched thin without a true rim protector. It's also worth mentioning that Turner is still young, enough to improve, and has been steadily developing his game. At 29, he's in his prime years, combining physical maturity with experience. He's had moments where he's dominated games, showing flashes of an elite center who can carry a team on defense while contributing on offense. The potential ceiling here is high if he lands in a situation that maximizes his skill set. 4. The Lakers pairing Turner with LeBron and Luka offers interesting dynamics. While Turner isn't the traditional role man that perfectly complements Luka's playstyle, his shooting and defensive skills could open new options offensively. LeBron's presence is key here because he can adapt to multiple lineups and styles, and his ability to facilitate the offense means Turner wouldn't be just a catch-and-shoot guy, but could benefit from LeBron's court vision and passing. Additionally, the Lakers could address the lack of a traditional dunker or roll man by adding another big who specializes in that role, creating a versatile front court that balances spacing, defense, and athleticism. Of course, acquiring Turner won't be straightforward. The Lakers' salary cap is tight, and any sign and trade will have ripple effects on the roster. They would likely need to send out players with sizable contracts and possibly take on some expiring deals to make the numbers work. But the upside is significant. Turner's addition would bring immediate defensive improvement and floor spacing, something that's been missing in recent Lakers teams that have struggled to find a reliable big man who can protect the rim and shoot consistently from deep. From Indiana's perspective, keeping Turner depends on multiple factors, including the team's playoff success and how much money they're willing to commit. If the Pacers make a deep playoff run or even win a title, Turner might be persuaded to stay. Championships create bonds and incentives that are hard to ignore. However, if Indiana faces setbacks or feels the need to reshape their roster to compete, better parting ways with Turner could become a reality. The money he's reportedly seeking might be more than what Indiana feels is sustainable without sacrificing their depth. In that case, moving Turner and acquiring multiple role players could be a strategic decision to maintain competitiveness while balancing the salary cap. In any case, the offseason drama surrounding Miles Turner is just beginning. The Lakers will be one of the most interesting teams to watch as they try to maneuver their salary cap and roster spots to bring in a player who could elevate their defense and spacing dramatically. Whether Turner ends up in Los Angeles or stays in Indiana, his role as one of the top centers available makes him a pivotal figure in shaping the landscape of next season's title race. We'll have to see how it all plays out. The negotiations, the sign and trades, and how teams prioritize their needs and budgets. But one thing is clear, Miles Turner's skill set and potential impact make him one of the most intriguing pieces on the market, and his decision could alter the course of multiple franchises looking for that missing piece to contend at the highest level. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. In what could be one of the most seismic shifts in NBA history, rumors are swirling around the league that Kevin Durant may be heading to the Los Angeles Lakers. While no official confirmation has been made, multiple sources close to the situation have hinted that discussions between Durant's camp and the Lakers front office have intensified in recent weeks. The possibility of Durant donning the iconic purple and gold jersey has set social media ablaze, with fans and analysts speculating about what such a move could mean for the balance of power in the Western Conference. Though the Lakers have remained tight-lipped, insiders suggest that the team is quietly maneuvering to create the necessary cap space, potentially involving complex trade packages or veteran player buyouts. Durant's future has been a topic of intense speculation ever since rumors emerged about his dissatisfaction with his current situation. The Lakers, seeking to maximize LeBron James' remaining years of peak performance, appear to be aggressively pursuing additional star power. The prospect of pairing LeBron with Durant, two of the greatest players of their generation, is a scenario that few teams in the league could match. Several league executives, speaking on condition of anonymity, acknowledge that the Lakers have long admired Durant's game and see him as the ideal piece to elevate them back into championship contention. If it happens, it changes everything, one executive reportedly stated. However, it is important to note that as of now, these reports remain unconfirmed, and no official statements have been made by Durant, his representatives, or the Lakers organization. Fans and analysts alike are left parsing cryptic social media posts and reading between the lines of interviews for any hint of Durant's true intentions. While the NBA offseason is often a time of wild speculation, the mere possibility of Kevin Durant joining forces with LeBron James in Los Angeles is enough to captivate the basketball world. Whether this turns into reality or remains just another chapter in the ever-dramatic NBA rumor mill, only time will tell. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.